Here are today's top stories. The government moves forward with a nationwide rollout of the Unified ID system for persons with disabilities. The Department of Education meets with various stakeholders to address the backlog in classroom construction at the first ever Classroom Summit. The Philippine National Police and the Chinese General Hospital and Medical Center agree to ensure continued medical aid for Metro Manila cops injured in the line of duty. The Philippines and the United States set to integrate cutting-edge technology against cyber threats in the 2026 iteration of Balikatan exercises. And in today's PNA Talks, we take a look at the Philippines' efforts to attract more Muslim visitors through halal tourism. This is the PNA Headlines. I am John Dalistan. The Department of Social Welfare and Development and the National Council on Disability Affairs, or NCDA, is pushing through the nationwide rollout of the Unified Identification System for Persons with Disability, or PWDs. NCDA spokesperson Walter Alava said the initiative aims to protect the identity and rights of Filipino PWDs. Alava noted that the varying process followed by local government units have led to inconsistencies in PWD records and distribution of fraudulent PWD IDs. A Senate inquiry conducted last year estimated that the establishment lost 88.2 billion pesos in revenue due to the widespread issuance of fake PWD IDs. This led to the creation of a unified ID system between the NCDA and DSWD. The Unified ID card features a unique QR code that can be scanned and used with digital and printed identification cards. The rollout has been implemented in 3 phases starting in August 2025, with the 3rd phase ongoing this November. A total of 537 LGUs nationwide have been completed their capacity building. Alava said despite making progress, several challenges have emerged during the rollout, such as readiness among LGUs, issues in data entry and verification, and varying levels of digital literacy among registrants. Regarding access concerns in remote areas, he said the system offline registration. Meantime, the NCDA is working closely with the Department of Information and Communications Technology to integrate the Unified ID system into the eGov.ph app after the rollout stage is complete. The Department of Education gathered stakeholders on Thursday to address long-standing delays in classroom construction in the first ever Classroom Summit. Select representatives from government agencies, private contractors, local government units, and development partners participated in the summit. In a statement, DepEd Secretary Sari Angara said, the summit worked in advancing collaboration and promoting transparency and accountability in education infrastructure. Angara stressed that the DepEd is committed to working with various actors to fulfill President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.'s plan to solve the backlog in classrooms. During the summit, the DepEd launched the STRIDE, or Strategic Resource Inventory for Deployment Efficiency Dashboard. The platform will allow field offices to gather data on enrollment, staffing and infrastructure, as well as come up with more grounded decisions using mapped data. Contractors, suppliers, and other partners also discuss improvements in planning and procurement using climate-resilient designs and the implementation of more flexible infrastructure program in 2026. The DepEd recorded an estimated 165,000 classroom backlogs nationwide in 2022. In other news, the Philippine National Police and the Chinese General Hospital and Medical Center have signed a memorandum of agreement ensuring continued medical assistance for police personnel. Under the agreement, all police personnel assigned in Metro Manila who sustained injuries in line of duty can receive preliminary treatment at the Chinese General Hospital. They may avail of surgery and major operations, as well as the use of its medical equipment and facilities free of charge upon the presentation of line of duty status or proof. The hospital will cover all the expenses up to 1 million pesos, with the rest being covered by the PNP personnel. In a statement, Major General Constancio Chinayog Jr., Director for Personnel Records and Management, said police personnel deserve timely, quality, and compassionate medical care. He said the agreement follows through with their goal to improve public service under the vision Bagong PNP para sa Bagong Pilipinas, serbisyong mabilis, tapat at nararamdaman. PNP spokesperson General Randolph Tuanyo thanked the Philippine-Chinese Charitable Association Incorporated, which owned the CGHMC, for its ongoing commitment to the welfare of the police force. He said the partnership, reaffirmed through the signed deal, represents a sustained effort to strengthen the capabilities of police officers who risk their lives to maintain peace, order, and public safety. The Philippines and the United States are set to incorporate cutting-edge technology against cyber threats in the 2026 iteration of Balikatan exercises. The Philippines and the United States are set to incorporate cutting-edge technology against cyber threats in the 2026 iteration of Balikatan exercise. During a panel discussion at the Filipinas Conference in Makati City, U.S. Embassy ICT Unit Jennifer Schmidt said cyber is important in every military operation. She said the two countries' cyber cooperation is rapidly moving from emerging area to a central pillar in the Philippine-US alliance. Both have recognized that even future conflicts may begin in the digital domain. Schmidt added that the whole alliance approach helps to ensure interoperability seamlessly connected with critical infrastructure protection. The 2026 Balikatan exercise is expected to include more than 500 joint military activities, from large-scale exercises and smaller subject matter expert exchanges. In our business news, Department of Economy, Planning and Development or DEPDev, Secretary Arsenio Baliksacon on Thursday said, sound macroeconomic fundamentals continue to back the resiliency of the Philippine economy amid the challenging environment both domestic and overseas. In a statement, the DEPDev Secretary said the domestic growth, as measured by gross domestic product, remains on expansion mode. Domestic economy's potential growth of at least 6% on an annual basis is supported by several factors such as robust labor force, steady capital investment, productivity gains, and ongoing technological progress. Balisacan added that the economic team's focus are still in line with the Philippine Development Plan 2023 to 2028, and efforts are underway to deepen reforms aiming to stay on the course. The government continue to deploy fiscal, monetary, financial, technological, and social protection policies together with key legislative measures to keep actual growth aligned. Meanwhile, Davao Light and Power Company on Thursday began the construction of a new substation to support economic growth in Davao del Norte. The 69 kV facility in Barangay San Pedro will primarily serve Anflo Industrial Estate and surrounding communities, with initial operations scheduled for June 2026. Davao Light President Engineer Enrique Zartia said the digital substation will feature automated monitoring and rainwater harvesting systems. The substation will be built in two phases, starting with 10 megavolt amperes of capacity, adding 33 MVA in 2027. The Mosaland Incorporated President Ricardo Lagdameo said reliable power is critical for attracting investors to the industrial estate.
Halal, an Arabic term meaning lawful or permissible under the laws of Islam. For most people, halal means Muslim-friendly food or Muslim fashion. But halal is more than a lifestyle. It's an industry that the government hopes to tap to attract more visitors and investors. And as a country with deep Islamic influences, the Philippines seeks to be known as a Muslim-friendly destination where everyone can experience its brand of halal culture.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Mabuhay. I am Myra Paz Valderosa Abubakar, Undersecretary of the Department of Tourism, handling halal tourism and Muslim concerns as well as film, tourism, and sports tourism. When we talk about halal, halal meaning for our Muslim brothers and sisters, permissible. So ang opposite noon is haram. But halal is really not just food. It's actually a way of life. So madami yon. We talk about fashion, we talk about cosmetics, we talk about other things na we can provide for them. And hindi lang talaga, as again I'd like to mention, halal is really not just about food. It's a way of life. Kasi madami na ding mga restaurants na nagkakaroon na din ng mga Muslim-friendly. Kung unacceptable naman yung Muslim-friendly sa ating mga guests, we have a list of halal-certified restaurants na. There's an area in Isabela de Basilan, yung Marang-Marang Association. They have been recognized and they have been awarded so many awards. And eto, they provide halal food for our guests. And natutuwa kasi not only Muslims go to Marang-Marang floating community, even non-Muslims go and enjoy the food that they actually serve. We actually when I was in Davao last week, I met one person who's doing halal culinary. Then there's a school in Davao also na that has a halal kitchen. It's a tourism parang tourism school siya. Pero in-include na nila yung halal kitchen doon dalawa yung kitchens nila. So there's one for halal and there's one for the regular kitchen. And then there's another one also here in Manila na alam ko meron ding halal kitchen. Then we have a good number of chefs na kaibigan natin that whenever kailangan yung mag-request for halal awareness on the preparation of food, pwede naman natin, anytime we can actually tap on them and invite them to really go to the schools and inform them about how halal food is being prepared. So nakikita ng ating mga bisita how food is being prepared, how it's being served. And hindi naman siya masyadong naiiba sa any ordinary food that we actually serve in the country. It's just the manner of preparation when we talk about halal, ang difference noon. Pero sa tikim, sa lasa and all, basically parehas. Masarap pa din when we say Filipino food. It's still always the best. I am sure that our neighboring countries like Indonesia, Malaysia, and Brunei, wala na silang issue. They do not have problems already in preparing, no? Because sila mismo, their country actually is karamihan, most or everything is halal already when it comes to their country. While tayo, since we are majority Catholic country, so kailangan we really have to exert extra effort to make a difference. Hindi natin sila kayang tapatan, but at least we know that we will be able to provide for our Muslim travelers coming into the country kung ano talaga yung kailangan nila. And it's actually a very, very big market that we're looking at. When it comes to halal products, certified halal products, it's actually our partner agency also, the Department of Trade and Industry, who handles ang halal products namin. When it comes to agriculture naman, like ang ating mga vegetables, ang ating mga gulay and mga meat, we also have the Department of Agriculture na who also handles halal din. So, tayo dito, it's really just like the accommodation establishment, the destination. During our first Salam Expo in Gateway, so there were suppliers coming in already. There was one lady who approached Yuan and sinasabi niya na she has this halal cosmetic products. So we were not aware of it actually. So we had an extra booth. So we asked her to join the expo, and she's been joining us for this year. This year again, she joined us. And then recently, also last week, there's the Halal Expo Philippines. So we also met another group there na papahalal certify na nila yung cosmetic products nila. And then aside from the cosmetic products, I remember meron din yung mga herbal na pampatanggal ng sakit ng ulo, yung mga lip balm nila, na halal certified na din. So, I met them also and they're interested to join the expo also for next year. So, kaya nga sabi ko, it's really going to be bigger and bigger na as the years pass. I promote Muslim costumes and Muslim attires also, and people are now asking, saan mo nabili yan? Where can we get one? Because they know that it's actually kung sinabi mong mag-Filipiniana ka, a Muslim costume can actually be considered as a Filipiniana because we have a good number of Muslim brothers and sisters staying in the Philippines. We have around, 15 million? So, kung ano yung suot nila, pwede din naman nating isuot. Every year, for the second year now, we've had our Salam Trade and Tourism Expo. Originally kasi it started kung bakit nagkaroon ng Salam Expo. We had a small one in the office. Right after Ramadan, nag-expo kami dito. Sa mga empleyado lang, nagbenta yung mga restaurants ng halal food para lang matikman nila kung ano ba talaga yung lasa ng mga ng food, Muslim food, Mindanaoan food. And then the Secretary Cristina Frasco mentioned na, can we do this bigger, ganoon? Can we make it bigger? So that was when it happened that we decided na maybe we can do a Salam Trade and Tourism Expo. So we did it with sa Gateway 2 Mall for 2 consecutive years na we invited our halal certifying bodies to be there pag merong mga tanong, may mga inquiries. Then we also invited ang mga suppliers of halal products. They were also there, and then we had mga trainings and yung chefs natin. So we're going to do it again next year for our third Salam Trade and Tourism Expo. And hopefully every year it's going to be bigger and bigger. Ang awareness talaga is very important. And aside from that, na-educate din ang ating mga tao. That's why we're very happy with our programs. Last year, we launched also our Marhaba Boracay. So we have a beach cove in Boracay and nasa New Coast siya, no? It's an 800 square meter beach cove. Specifically, it's Muslim friendly. So medyo inviting din yun. Excited. This came about because of the request ng ating diplomatic corps. When they had a meeting in Boracay last year with a clan mayor, so they recommended this. And then pick up din ng DOT, then we discussed this with our accommodation establishment. So ayun, April nangyari yon, September, we already launched Marhaba Boracay. Recently, just last October, we launched our Muslim travel log. This is a 3-volume travel log naman that yung first volume natin describes our Muslims dito in the country, our heritage, our culture. And then second will be the destinations naman where our Muslim brothers and sisters can go. And third will be halal culinary. This is the food naman that we can actually serve our Muslim brothers and sisters in the Philippines. As we all know, dito mismo sa Pilipinas, we already have a good number. Like we have 15 million Muslim Filipinos already in the Philippines na talagang residents. And then if we want to target international Muslim travelers to come into the country, then dapat mapaghandaan natin and we'll be able to offer them what they really need as our Muslim brothers and sisters do. Yeah, again, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and mabuhay. I'd like to invite our Muslim brothers and sisters from other countries to come visit the Philippines because we have been preparing and we have been doing our best to be able to provide for our Muslim brothers and sisters coming in from other countries. Nonetheless, we're very happy also that we have, even in the country alone, our Muslim brothers and sisters are very happy with what the Department of Tourism and other government agencies has actually been doing for halal tourism and Muslim-friendly tourism. And again, I'd like to thank our dear Secretary Cristina Garcia Frasco, for really pushing for us to be able to do this. Thank you.
And those are the latest and biggest stories from the PNA Headlines. For more news updates, visit our website, pna.gov.ph, or our Facebook and X account, Philippine News Agency. You may also watch the PNA Headlines through the Philippine News Agency's YouTube account and via the News and Information Bureau website under PNA News. Stay with us for more news update, and it's 34 days before Christmas. Halal is more than what you eat, it is how you earn, speak, and live. I am John Dalistan. This is the PNA Headlines, bringing you stories that unite the nation.